So, you want to learn about Tamagotchis? Good. Here's the basics you need to know explained in 5 minutes. Tamagotchis are little electronic toys that released in the late 90s and immediately became one of the biggest toy craze on the planet. The name comes from two Japanese words, tamago meaning egg and wachi from watch, which ironically translate to tiny digital creatures you are now legally responsible for. The concept was simple. You get a virtual pet inside a tiny egg-shaped device and your job is to keep it alive. You have to feed it, play with it, discipline it, and most importantly, clean its poop. Because apparently the most realistic part of owning a pet is constantly cleaning up piles upon piles of shit. Speaking of which, I should probably click my subscribe button, you know, just in case you want to help the channel, and click the button, you know, the button right here. But here's the thing, unlike modern games, you can't pause a Tamagotchi. These little bastards are demanding. They beep when they're hungry, they beep when they're bored, and they beep when they're sick. They also beep at 3 in the fucking morning like a digital newborn baby with anger issues. Which is why a lot of Tamagotchis in the 90s accidentally died. Emphasis on the accidentally. Totally not because some 9-year-old kids got tired of entertaining a 9x9 pixelated pet at 2 AM. But here's a fun fact a lot of people don't know. Digimon actually started as a Tamagotchi variant. Same concept, but instead of raising a cute little blob, you raise battle monsters. You could train them, fight other players, and watch them digivolve into different forms. Just like a Tamagotchi, only less cute and more blades and guns. Originally, the marketing was pretty clear. Tamagotchis are for girls and Digimons are for boys. Because the only difference between gender in the 90s was, do you want to raise a cute little pet or a big ass monster with a thirst for blood? And that is also why Digimon evolutions is so weird. You don't evolve along one path. You get multiple possible forms depending on how you raise it, which is basically Tamagotchi parenting but with war crimes. Despite the hype dying down in the early 2000s, Tamagotchis never really disappeared. Bandai just kept quietly improving them. They experimented with infrared connection, wireless linking, and early Bluetooth features, basically slowly dragging these tiny screaming egg into the modern age. The latest version is called the Tamagotchi Paradise, and compared to the old ones, this bad boy is thick. Big screen, big controls, and a massive wheel on the side that basically turned the device into a fidget toy. But the coolest feature is you can zoom in, like way in. You can zoom down into the cells of your Tamagotchi, or zoom all the way out and see the entire planet it lives on. Which is honestly a level of world building I did not expect from a toy that used to run on 2 watches battery and emotional neglect. Modern Tamagotchi also added something extremely important, a pause feature, which finally allows you to stop accidentally committing digital manslaughter because you went to school or had a life. What the fuck is that? What does he want? Bro, what do you want? Nah, never mind. Another thing many people didn't realize as kids, you can actually influence what your Tamagotchi evolves into. Different care styles create different creatures. We saw this with Digimon, the same applies to Tamagotchi. You raise it well, you get a cute healthy one. You ignore it and you get something that looked like it crawled out of a microwave accident. Some example of those evolution includes Mamechi, the overachiever nerd who reminds the teacher about homework, Kuchipachi, the little green blob that absolutely lives in sweatpants, and Maschi, who looks like he permanently judging your life choice. Which is fair, I mean, if you're still playing Tamagotchi in public at the age of 40, then you deserve a little judgment. And lately, Bandai has been hitting people directly in the childhood by re-releasing the original 9-inch model. Same design, same tiny screen, same screaming egg, but that's not even the coolest part because they also created Tamagotchi Nano. And these ones are tiny, like ridiculously tiny. If you have big fingers like me, it's gonna feel like performing open heart surgery wearing boxing gloves. But the crossovers are insane. You can get a one-piece Tamagotchi with Tony Chopper, a Demon Slayer one with Nezuko, and a very cool Evangelion Tamagotchi where you raise the angels. Which means somewhere out there, someone is feeding snacks to a tiny biblically accurate apocalypse monster. And honestly, that shit's beautiful. And it feels just right too, much like if you were to hit that subscribe button right now. What? What do you want? Oh. Look, it's telling you to like the video. So yeah, Tamagotchi is still going strong 30 years later. New tech, new creatures, new crossovers, all designed to appeal to the new generation and the nostalgic kids from the 90s. Which is great news because those nostalgic kids are now 40 years old with back pain, 3 unfinished hobbies, and a sudden urge to buy tiny plastic eggs to prove their childhood wasn't a lie. And honestly, if cleaning pixel poops again is what keeps your mental health together in 2026, who am I to judge? I mean, after this traumatic childhood experience, I still decided I was ready for the real thing and I just had a kid. And let me tell you, raising a Tamagotchi did not prepare me for... What? What do you mean he pooped again? I just changed it 10 minutes ago. What do you mean there's no pulse features? Well, pooped again as well. And that was 5 minutes to Tamagotchi. If you didn't know, now you know. All that's left for you is to subscribe, check the previous video right here, or binge the entire playlist right here.